good. That's a good one.
That's a good one, right?
That's good standards.
I am also glad to be alive.
And this year I didn't have Thanksgiving with any of my elderly relatives or my teenage relatives.
Thank Christ.
Who are both the kind I imagine say.
It's okay. Thanksgiving sucks for a multitude of reasons.
Jeez. What did you guys end up? Oh,
We just stayed home. We're recording, so
I was
working. I was like,
I'm
gonna miss out on shit, and now we have 2 hours exactly to record it.
Excellent.
It was just everyone who's living in the house. We cooked. I helped cook. I had that day off. Well, my work. I work at a kitchen in LA, so that shut down until December 17th is the date we were given.
Okay.
So we'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to actually help cook on that day. Although, since I didn't find out till last minute, I didn't plan anything big. It was just mostly helping out my mom, my sister, who knew what they were gonna make. Because I have this problem when I cook is I get laser focused and no, I gotta do it this way. It's gotta be right. It's gotta be precise. And I become a little draconian when I'm in the kitchen.
I mean, I can say to great effect when you have cooked for me some great stuff.
Yeah, but you gotta stay away.
Oh yeah, I would never want to be with you when you're cooking. No,
I care about you, but back the fuck up.
Yeah, because it's another thing where I find it kind of meditative, and then
and then some asshole wants to eat it. Damn.
Yeah, no. The eating part is not the problem; it's while cooking, and then I just go, and then I can literally say, "You're ruining my vibe, man." While I'm fucking cooking. So it's probably a good thing I didn't cook for the holidays because I wanted to do a turducken.
Oh, that's ambitious! Wow,
yeah.
So brave.
So brave, indeed.
For all my and I have a lot of friends who are vegetarians, so they're probably gonna be mad that I want to.
That's why you do it.
What did you end up having? Having just regular bird?
The turkey actually came out pretty good.
Okay.
We make these scallops, which are just layers of potato and cheese. They're really good because we kind of splurged on the cheese, like sharp cheddar.
Nice.
Which sharp cheddar cooks really well because of the oil, the natural oil in it. What else? Veggies, stuffing. It was kind of basic. We didn't do our I didn't make pico de gallo. I didn't make
the gallo.
Some
of the more Mexican flavored stuff.
Are you Mexican flavor stuff?
Yeah, you know what I mean. That zesty stuff.
That brown people juice. I get it.
I didn't make pico de gallo.
Ethnic.
I wanted to make breakfast enchiladas, but
what happened?
Put a little egg in there.
Are tamales strictly a Christmas time thing?
No, you can eat them during the holidays. I know my grandma made them, but we can't go over and get them because
for sure.
You can eat them at funerals,
Yeah, you can eat tamales. People outside, people who I have Hispanic I have friends come to me during the holidays and they're like, "Yo, man, are you guys gonna make tamales? Can I make some for you?" I've had that happen to me on multiple occasions, and I go, we just make them for any special occasion, right? We'll make them for Christmas, or sometimes for Dia de los Muertos if we celebrate it, but that's for sure when that's gonna happen. But we will make them.
Right.
They just tend to be winter because of corn prices and all that. But
the maize,
maize,
as the Indians would say. Sure.
Here's the thing. I'm very picky about my tamales.
In what way? In consistency or
no, in just the way power. in just the way
what motivates you?
The cornmeal taste. If it's too much cornmeal and the breading, I don't I won't like it.
I dig. Okay.
But then there's some I've had where I'm like, oh god, who made 1 year? Because it's it's an extended part of the family, like step family or whatever.
Right.
I forgot who fucking made it. Nick, you might remember.
Yeah.
They made enchiladas and banana leaves, or not enchiladas, tamales and banana leaves.
Oh yeah,
do you remember
yeah.
That? It's like an Ecuador thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
They were the best tamales I ever had.
It was equator food. It was good.
No. I just remembered. It's Goncha's family.
Oh, so it's like Yucatan.
Well, we say Goncha's name.
Yeah. They can look.
Plus, plus, that's not a real name.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like
tell them that next time.
I think I tell them that every time. No, they make it in banana leaves and they make it with that kick-ass salsa, dude.
Oh, I think I have had that. I have had some of that. That was.
Oh my god, man!
Some equator juice right there.
You're fucking crying while eating it, but it's like the best tamale you've ever had.
Perfection,
dude. It's so juicy. It's oh god. It's not dry like some tamales get, but
no.
Not pointing fingers. Listen. We're all having fun. No, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
So that's pretty much Turkey Day. I mean, we drank a lot and we opened some rare stuff. I had like a glass of like white wine, like a whole Belgian ale, and then I bought this beer hybrid from the brewery that's like wine, and it was like it was made with like Napa Valley wine, and they're crazy stout, and it was delicious. It was like an amazing bottle of wine.
Ooh.
I drank I think that night I drank like 3 glasses
of the white.
No, of the red one. The white one was just one.
Okay. Wow. It's been so long since I've had like a full-bodied spirit. That sounds really nice. You know.
Yeah.
All right, Shank some.
You get it.
What, just vodka? Like
yeah, just nothing.
All right.
Dude,
nothing
I told you live near some breweries that will deliver to you.
That's right. I would love to know the specific.
I know you
said it. Yeah, send it to me, again. Please.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll just type it in. Anyway, Nick, how's your holiday?
Yeah, let's get my thing out of the way. So,
oh my god.
No, I mean I just spend it at perfect. I spend it just work. I worked that night, so it was just that. I mean, at that point, I had essentially 2 Thanksgiving, and felt like I was gonna die at the end.
How did you get? How did you get 2 out of? Please go on. Expand.
Company did a Thanksgiving thing for the employees, so.
Oh, I see.
I think they did that last year too.
Yeah.
I heard they did. We came in like right after that.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Because every other place besides their Anaheim location gets a day off. So.
Well, yeah, because Disney.
Yeah, because of Disney. But.
God.
But
gotta be open every day.
So the mouse fed you and punished you all at once.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, well, the mouse didn't feed. The mouse because it's a company that just happens to be in that area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I dig.
They're like renting out space.
The mouse is your landlord, not necessarily
the landlord.
Yes,
sure.
I live inside the mouse. Yes.
We live inside this hole on floor 5.
Jesus,
and
God.
All right.
Whenever I'm sorry, dude, it's random, but I'm sorry. Whenever I hear 5th floor, I think of that. I think it's that psych evaluation question where it's like, you know how it's like test to see if you're a psychopath, and it's like they give you a scenario, you have to guess what that person's thinking. And there's that one where it's you see a guy across the apartment on a 5th floor, and then he's moving his finger up and down. You have to figure out what he's doing. And then it turns out
how is he moving his finger up and down? I want to see if I can figure it out.
Okay, so so you just witnessed a murder on the bottom floor of the apartment across the way.
Uh-huh.
And you yourself are on the 5th floor, But he has the knife, he looks at you and he's moving his finger up and down.
Is he? Hang on. So they're on the bottom floor of the next apartment, right?
Yes.
They're looking up at us.
They're looking up at me.
Yeah, and they have the knife in their hand. Yeah.
And then with their other.
They're either coming after me or they're telling me to come down and help.
I think
or they're going no. Hang on. How are they moving their finger? Is it up and down, side by side?
It's up and down.
Up and down.
Up and down.
Ooh, okay. They're turned on. They're simulating nipple play with a ghost.
Okay. See, on that note, should I tell you?
No, hang on.
I don't know.
Guess. But I'm gonna go with ghost.
But he fucking took my answer. He took my answer. So what?
The nipple play? Why is that universal? Why is this a constant issue?
This is why me and Ian work so well together, because we think the same.
I think we. Oh, I thought we just knew how much ghosts love nipple play. I'm right. Sorry. Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
That's it. What's the answer, man?
What's the answer?
Chris is partially right.
Nipple play?
He's moving his finger up and down because he's counting how many floors you are, so he can get you.
Oh. I don't know if that's like a. Well, most of all these tests have been proven to be like, no one actually uses them. No psychologist will ever use that.
Yeah. They're just dumb, fun, drunk games.
Yeah, it's just a drunk game thing.
I'm so quirky, lol.
Yeah. Well, but two, the first thing that would come to my head if I saw that is, oh shit, they know I saw it and they're not running away, which means they're gonna try to kill me.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they're not bailing. So of course they're gonna be trying to figure out how to get to me, right? So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's safety.
But yeah, the nipple play is more sane. Yeah.
Do you guys know the one really quick? Do you guys know the one about like a widow at her husband's funeral? He sadly had like
that was the first one I heard. So I know
that was the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same here.
He had like okay. Well,
we can tell it. Look it up. You want to tell it for the audience, like
just really quick.
Cool.
Yeah.
Her husband has a terrible peanut allergy and has died. While at the funeral, she meets a man who completely turns her day around. Is an amazing, charming person, and then very much in a Cinderella-esque way, she doesn't get the name or the number of this great guy. What does she do? And ghost nipple play is also an acceptable answer to this one. But the psychopath would feed more of her family members peanuts until they have another funeral to meet the person.
Yeah, you kill a family member in hopes of seeing out.
Or you can call him. I don't know.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say that was like told to us in a psychology class of just like this dumb thing people do for questions. And I know it was like me and one other person got it right. And she had the courage to say it out loud and I didn't. So
she's so brave, Chris.
She is not the one you look out. She's the distraction. I'm the one you should be looking out for. Because I know how to pretend. And
I can rub those nipples.
I can do that fake smile where I don't have wrinkles around my eyes.
Oh God, that's so unsettling when you see it. It's one
of the few good things to ever come out of How I Met Your Mother was just an episode about that. Because the captain is played by like Kyle MacLachlan.
Oh, okay.
And he's great.
Okay. Yeah, Kyle. Oh my gosh.
I'm saying his name right?
Kyle MacLachlan. Yeah. Twin Peaks guy. That's right. Yeah. Okay, he's very good at playing unearthly characters. Yeah. Just like real spacemen. Yeah.
But there's always a thing of like you can see that like there's a possible way a person can end up like that. but it's twisted in such a way that you're like, I haven't met anyone. Like it's still a character.
Right. I dig. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to whatever episode this is. I've stopped trying. It's a little late, but I'm gonna get this out today, so it'll be only a day late.
Yep.
But the past couple weeks have been busy as fuck.
Same here. Same here.
So,
let's keep this energy. I like it.
Well, we need it for the Christmas one where we get all cozy.
Yeah, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna do a lot of sipping into the microphone. Sipping of tea.
Yeah.
Chocolate. Go ahead.
Speaking of the holidays, by the way, happy holidays to everyone. I know different ones are going on right now too. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I told you I sent you a Christmas gift, Ian.
And
it's gonna show up. Don't you worry. That's gonna be your choice whether or not to open up Christmas Day or like when you get it.
Okay.
But just know that is my gift to you.
Thank you very kindly.
When you feel like it, yeah.
But then Nick, when I told him what I was getting you, he immediately went, "Wait, I thought Ian doesn't celebrate it." And so I just want to make it clear. So then I said, no, he celebrates both. His family does both because there's two different like.
Damn, man, that's a hustle right there.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Did I get that right?
You got that exactly right. Yeah,
all right, I'm such a good fucking friend, Nick. You can go.
No, I respect it, Ian. I respect the hustle.
I remember
that family, but I'm gonna take those presents. I love it.
Well, one's educational gifts.
Yeah, one is Hanukkah never gives good.
It's not what you want.
Well,
good gifts. Yeah.
Let me addendum that. Hanukkah gives you 7 bad gifts and one pretty good gift.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So,
but it's like one's a ruler sometimes, and then like
Fate Stay Night. Fate Stay Night season 2.
But that's why Ian was able to do both.
I was in your refrigerator. It smelled kind of bad, so I got you this box of baking soda for Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah.
Hey, that's a good one.
It's not a bad. I mean,
no,
listen,
it's fine.
I'm not going to refuse baking.
Yeah. Let's see. I remembered, Nick. I remembered.
Well, what a friend of the people of the book you are.
Well, I only asked. Okay.
What?
All right. Well, I only asked because I wondered, did Ian just
Can
forget?
I use that? That's really good.
I just asked
because then the setup would be just me going, hey, I'm aware of this culture's thing, and then I immediately follow with, I'm a friend of the people of the book.
The book.
My people.
The ones from.
I'm sorry, people of the scroll. Yeah.
People. Sure.
Depending.
Oh
fuck, dude.
Wow.
Anyway, happy holidays, everyone.
Oh,
happy holidays.
And happy holidays to you and yours.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's a rough time right now. But like, hey man, we'll let's just try to play the long con for next year.
Man, is it trippy to you guys? Like, it trips me out. I've got like a desk calendar.
Do you? I have to get rid of those because of one of two reasons. One, I never keep up with it. And two, it fills me with anxiety.
Oh, just the concept of time passing.
Yeah. Hurry the fuck up.
I like to be surprised. I like to ask people, hey, what day is it? And then
it's
the
12th? Fuck!
It's made even better because the nature of my job, I don't have regular weekends. I don't have weekends people have. Like Saturdays and Sundays are not my weekends.
Right.
The day off can happen whenever. And then I go, what fucking day is it?
Right? Because when you're out of that 5-day schedule that the majority of people have, time becomes irrelevant and confusing to you.
Yeah.
Like,
it becomes confusing because other people are following it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like I remember for the longest stretch in quarantine's kind of debut, like the idea of like, wait, is it Wednesday or Sunday, or when is it now?
It doesn't mean anything to me, to be honest.
Exactly. It's lost any relationship to anything.
Becomes meaningless.
It's been like that for a while, honestly. Like,
yeah, but what I'm saying, it's weird because other people are following it.
Oh, it's weird to see other people still follow it. Like, oh, it's Friday. Oh my god.
No, because they don't have the jobs we have. So like
they don't have they got that work privilege. They got that
white collar
weekend privilege
going on.
White collar weekend privilege.
I didn't know weekend privilege was like even a thing until I started.
What a trip it is. Like, yeah, like the idea also of people saying stuff like, yeah, it's Friday, so I'm probably gonna get a little wild, have a cocktail or something. It's like, oh, I drink like on a Monday sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't.
Do I have time today? Yeah, I'll have one.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not?
How early do I have to be up tomorrow? Like,
well,
can I sleep it off?
Well, if I'm working at 6 a.m. tomorrow, I should probably have just one or two at 3 in the evening, so that way it all rounds out.
It all rounds out. I'm asleep and I'm in bed.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to get up, get going.
Yeah.
Get up now.
Well, yeah.
So
should we just get into the weeks, or?
I would love that, please. My gentleman hosts, take it away. Start us off.
Mine's
Nick,
pretty short, so I can get. Yeah, mine's pretty short, so I'll get out of the way.
Okay.
All right.
No, so because a lot of it's just gonna be me finishing like the media that I've been putting off for a while until recently.
Gotcha.
So
watching media.
Yes.
Okay.
Consuming media in any shape or form. Eating it.
I need to have the flavor of The Crown. I can't just stream it. I must eat the box set.
Okay. I now know that we've watched the same thing, and I can't wait to fucking talk about it so much.
Good.
Oh my god,
that's like one of my favorite running gags in that show. All right, go ahead, Nick. Go.
I was kidding. Hey, guess what? I finished Fate's Day Night Unlimited Blade Work.
Yeah, very nice.
It's a good show. It's a good show.
So we hear.
You heard it here.
You heard it here. That's my selling point. Is they actually do a good job with its main characters towards the end, and actually was really glad a lot of the stuff they were setting up for a while paid off in the last 2 episodes.
Oh,
those
last
last 2 episodes were really good. Like, it was really interesting, actually, especially how they treat the kind of like the usual tropes you see in a lot of those animes of the hero justice, where in this show, like, they call him out real quick that he's a fucking psycho for trying to help everyone ever.
Yeah, you were explaining that to me last night.
Yeah, there's a legit scene where like he looks insane for helping someone he has no reason to help.
Right.
And then they kind of take that step forward. It kind of ends up being kind of like some games like Far Cry 3 or some media where it's like you have such an interesting villain, but then you realize after his arc is done, you realize that, oh no, there's a bigger villain at play. He was the henchman.
Mm.
And then you're like, okay, I guess.
He was the small bad, and now we must get to big bad.
Yeah, you know, like how literally on the cover of Far Cry 3 was Voss.
Yeah.
And every trailer was with Voss.
Yeah.
But then you find out he's a henchman.
Don't remember.
That's fine. It was 2012, dude.
Yeah.
It was like,
I didn't.
Oh jeez.
Did I even play it? I know you did.
Yeah,
I feel like I may have touched it. I definitely beat Blood Dragon, but.
Oh yeah, because you decided, no, I don't want to play White Man comes in and saves everyone.
That's
you want to play White Man comes in and shoots everyone, sets them on fire.
Yeah,
with
but they're neon dragons.
They're cool neon dragons. You shoot robots. Everything's great.
Yeah.
Especially that last fight, but yeah.
Do you get to ride a dragon, or can you only fight the dragons?
I don't remember. Can you ride him in Blood Dragon, Nick?
It's both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The dragons are like giant robotic neon Komodo dragons. Like
Lord.
Yeah. and then you throw like a hexadecimal dice instead of like a stone to distract guards.
Yeah,
like D&D dice, and then
Ian, it's so much better than regular Far Cry. It was nuts. Like, it was shorter. It was more fun. The environment was it was like crazy, like gorgeous to look at.
It was actually a better justification for killing all those people.
It was. It sure was.
Yeah. Because it didn't take itself too seriously. I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fate was good, and then after that, I sat down and finished season 4 of The Good Place.
Yeah.
Oh, well, can we talk about it a little bit? Like I've been wanting to talk about it so bad.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah, sure.
How much time should we give ourselves for spoiling the ending? Because season 4 did just arrive on Netflix, and that's the only reason.
Okay. What do you say to 10 or 15?
Yeah,
what do you guys think?
Skip to 10 minutes ahead.
Okay.
Everyone. Or if you don't care. I mean, the ending is kind of old at this point. It's like a year out.
Yeah, thereabouts.
But, all right, here we go.
So
I was so happy for everyone.
2, 1, yeah.
Oh my god, okay, so there's a joke at the end of the show that was the most satisfying joke, and I just want to address it immediately.
Sure. Okay.
Which is, they get to go to heaven, and heaven is just like the art museum here in LA.
Yeah. And everyone gets milkshakes.
Everyone gets milkshakes made of stardust and joy.
Yeah.
But there's one joke that was excellent, which is on the way into heaven, there's like bowls of candy that represent the completion of abstract concepts. And one of them just says, the taste of fully understanding Twin Peaks. And I like, it broke me inside as a person.
Really good.
That would be really satisfying. I can't imagine how satisfying that would be.
I would say that one, and then Michael, you're cryptic, like Kevin Spacey trying to get back at House of Cards cryptic.
Dude, and then me and Nick just talked about, like, remember when that happened that day? Like, that day was wild.
That was wild.
I don't know about you guys, when that happened, I actually watched the video to completion and thought,
same here.
Is this a comedian mimicking him?
Is this a bit?
Like,
is this
why is his
there's no way.
So big?
Yeah. There's no way Mr. Spacey
thought this was a good idea, right? Like,
actually thought this was a good idea. Actually thought that this would endear us by basically saying, like, you know how I'm a piece of shit? You all love what a piece of shit I am.
Yeah.
So
I want my job back. So
yeah,
I'm gonna bring these other piece of shits down.
It's so
then do it. I don't know.
Yeah,
like...
yeah.
It was so wild.
What a time.
What a nail in the coffin. Like, that's
there's yeah.
That's scorching and salting the earth. Oh, hang on.
Wow. Look at Hollywood over here, taking calls all over the place.
Yeah.
What did you think about, like, kind of the resolution? What are your general thoughts?
So I would say I felt the same way with BoJack. They really could have ended with that second to last episode when they're looking over the horizon.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they take the extra step and gives like a genuine, like, complete, like, denouement, and like everyone gets their genuine closure in their life. Like, it's pretty crazy. Each person gets like that.
It is very strange that, like, and this was something I discussed. Tell me what you guys think, but like the majority, I'd say, of The Good Place is kind of rooted in Western philosophy largely. Like, Chidi's work is kind of centered around European and American philosophers.
Yep.
Whereas the very end suddenly kind of jumps tracks and is like, Western philosophy hasn't considered, this is all Eastern stuff now. We're all talking about, like, transcending existence and stuff like that.
They literally quote Buddha in the wave crashing on the shore.
Yeah.
Analogy.
And
like, you're absolutely right. And But I think that kind of plays along on just like the biggest flaw with the good place is that they're with everyone in that system is that they're so stuck in the rut that the answers are not going to be found within that system anymore, right? You have to create something new.
Yeah, exactly.
Which they do. I actually really like their idea of heaven. I think that's a really nice one where you get to do everything you would want to do until you feel fulfilled.
Yeah.
With for as nothing holding you back anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It's full actualization of your potential, essentially.
Yeah, it's not just someone shoving happy drugs down your throat, like with the stardust and everything.
But there's also something to be said about like just the concept of, I mean, and they address it. It's slightly double-edged, but only you can only achieve that kind of fulfillment by never having to think about temporality or time of any kind ever again. Like, if I want to become, like, I don't remember what it was. Like, for example, if I want to be the best player of 2019 Madden, I could spend the next 5,000 years playing the same game until I'm perfect at it.
Yeah.
And that's just it's just, I mean, it's the idea of like every overachieving kid who's like, I want to be a doctor, lawyer.
Yes.
And then you can't. Your life is finite, and you will burn yourself out and become the cat lady from The Simpsons.
That's right.
Yeah, man. It's a good one.
Oh yeah, and just the whole door of no one knows what's next. The whole point of the thing is you don't know what's next, and I like that.
I liked the openness of that. I kind of also dug there's an implication that when you transcend a being, you become kind of spread across all space-time as like an urge towards positive, an urge towards order and goodness and things like that. You become a part of the forces of existence itself.
So you become energy.
Yeah. It's pretty tight.
Pretty rad.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty chill.
And then so going on more like the acting level, everyone's amazing.
The guy who
amazing
played Brent's
performances
incredible.
all around.
Who?
The guy who played Brent.
Oh my god, Brent.
Dude, he's so good at just being the worst. Like,
did you guys
fucking worst?
And what's really troubling about Brent is he's possibly the most, to me, grounded. At least,
that's why it's the worst.
In the respect that, like, I don't think people really know anybody who's as bad as Scott or what was it? Tahani at the beginning. Someone who's like, but people know like dude bro guys who go on thinking they are the gift to the fucking world.
Yeah, and are now in like their 40s and 30s.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that was. Ugh.
He does. Yeah, it's just because, but that role does, believe it or not, like take a little nuance because because like you said, it's part of it has to be grounded in order for it to be like the worst.
Well, yeah, there has to be a kind of expectation of you're looking back at a character like that who has never had negative feedback just because of where they are socially.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's the kind of thing that I mean, you could say that about celebrities too, to a weird warped perspective with Tahani's sister, like someone who's just constantly praised and never criticized in any meaningful way.
Yeah.
And they become dicks.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, Nick. So anything else? What any other specific thoughts you had about it?
I mean,
because I know me and Ian kind of drove that, but
no, it's cool. It's cool. No, I wanted to hear like your guys' take because I know it's like something you guys been thinking about for a while.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just more like on the top of my head, like fresh.
Yeah, it's
Because I just
definitely
finished.
more fresh for you.
So, yeah, Michael becoming human was definitely I thought was really cool, and that him getting the last line in the entire series was definitely a great.
I'm
I thought
so
it was a
glad
cool
he
way to
does,
close
dude.
it.
I'm so glad
Yeah.
he gets the last line.
Take it sleazy.
What do you think about this? And I find that there's like big parts of the show that are inherently humanistic, like just the idea of the banaleness of people being something worth celebrating, the commonality. Like
I used to say like a society's doing, or no, everything, things are going good if mundanity can happen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not, you're not constantly fighting for food. The excitement, not just, and not in a way as in happy go lucky, as in, no, there's a new obstacle every single day that must be taken care of, or sometimes by the hour.
Right. Yeah.
If you've reached some level of mundanity, then it's that in itself is a privilege, because mundanity is not gonna happen to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. It does speak to a certain level of things must be kind of going okay if you're bored.
They're not as bad as they can be.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like oh god, what was that? So okay, follow me on this. My mom loves that show. I don't remember what it's called. I call it Money Yacht, but it's about a crew of people who work like these yachts that are rented out. It's like it's like a reality show, and they have to serve these people who rent out that yacht, and like, cook, set up ski-doos, and they're like these super exotic places around the world, and like who's banging who and all that stuff.
Sure.
It's like Sex House from The Onion, but it's a boat. So Sex Boat, I guess. Sex Money Boat.
Sex Money Boat. Is this a reality show, or is this a scripted?
It's a reality show. It's a reality show.
Okay.
Both.
So, so my dad started getting taken into it because my mom watches it all the time.
Right.
Like, oh my god, like I want to say every day now. And I was just passing by one day while they were watching it, and someone goes, yeah, I mean, this boat's great and all, but I'm bored. And and then my dad started laughing, and then I started kind of chuckling. And then he just goes, how fucking like far in your life do you have to be that you're on this amazing yacht in like the fucking, I forget where they were. It might have been like Tahiti for all I know, or some other place like rich people go to. And you go, I'm bored.
This rhino is no fun. Bring me another one.
Bring me. Dude, a boat's so wild to me still, like just being on one, but it's like that, right? Like that's when you know something's going good. If you can afford the luxury of boredom, like something wild's going on. And that's what it is too at the end of The Good Place, is that it's straight up, you've done everything. There's nothing else for you. That's like ultimate boredom, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So that's I mean, tranquility and nirvana is just boredom, according to The Good Place.
In a certain way, yeah. Exactly. I agree.
By the way, Jason on that show
is incredible.
Himbo of the Year.
Oh my god, absolutely. Can we please? It's
He waits for Janet for another person's entire like existence in the afterlife.
Yeah.
Just to give her back a ring.
And according to him, has no new thoughts in that entire time. Is is vacant entirely.
He was just being, but it was a cool, like, I actually think I did what monks do, which is you're just present the entire time.
Yeah.
And that's pretty rad.
That was. I mean, and it's inherently uplifting kind of view on morality as well, and I appreciated it. The idea that ultimately anything can have a path towards improvement.
Yeah.
There is nothing that is a sunk cost.
Yeah.
If you again, but it's also within a system that is eternal.
Yeah.
Like you have infinite time to because I think at the end you still see what was his name, Mr. Norwalk?
Brent.
Brent Norwalk.
Yes.
And he's still like figuring it out, like what has to be 3 lifetimes later.
Yeah. But what if she legitimately looks better if she smiles?
That's his last line.
What, I'm not supposed to say it? I'm not supposed to say it? What do you mean? It's a compliment.
Nice.
Yeah.
That show's great.
Time.
Overall, it's great. I'm so glad that's where the show goes, and it didn't just end up being a sitcom.
Yeah, it went so many places. It's incredible.
I mean, and also kudos just in regards to, I'm gonna say, a level of discipline in the writing, because they could have, season 1 could have easily ended up being 3 seasons before they made that reveal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I talked to Nick about it. Like, the way that show first starts off, that could have been the show.
And people would have probably really loved it. Like, I liked that show as it was.
Yeah. It would have been good, but now it's something special and fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the idea of kind of, and I think also a part of this speaks to what people want, audiences want necessarily, but the idea that a sitcom is now also serialized drama is now it like there is a stake to maintain, like, watching in chronological order all the episodes, and you get a deeper reward out of it.
That is one of the benefits of just being able to access a show at any point through like different means. Whereas sitcoms back in the day, like, if it's on, it's on. If it's not, it's not on.
Right.
That's why they have to be like individual episodes. But that's like one of the good things that came out of this whole way we're doing it now. There's still a lot of problems though.
I mean, hey, we're working on it. Well,
But that is a bright side to it, at least.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a good show.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Yeah, it took a bit, but I got there.
Hey man, take it whatever it takes.
It was crazy to see Ten Danson's wife at the end.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be too surprised because she was like teaching him how to play guitar at the end.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Margaret. I forgot her last name.
Danson.
Perlman.
No, Perlman. Yeah. No. Okay, so I kind of want to start with a comedy because like I have to talk about another thing. I put this off since the last episode because I want to take my time with this.
Okay.
Sure.
And I'll just take a bit to get through. So I listened to a music album that was a recommendation for me. And in total, it's long. It was. I didn't know how long the album was. It's Everything at the End of Time by The Caretaker, and in total, it's 6 hours and 30 minutes.
Damn!
Wow.
And
that's
it's
not
6
an album.
phases.
That's an odyssey, dude.
Yeah, man.
So, and the reason is because I think it's only been twice where I listened to an album and like I catch myself like kind of like not like severe crying, but like you kind of like tear up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I only had that twice. Like the first one was definitely Demon Days by Gorillaz by the end.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I haven't. But this was like this is definitely the second time where like by the end of it, man, it just not in a good way either. Like it's just
Oh no.
It just destroys you, man.
This
It was
fucked me
crazy.
up. This hurt my body and it gave me cancer.
It's 6.5
sucks,
hours long.
So here's what sucks. Like I try to find a way to talk around it as much as possible. Like think of a sentence I can best summarize my thoughts and feelings on this album because I kind of want if anyone here or listening is interested, the best way to experience it is like know as little as possible. Just like just dive into it.
All right.
That might be my favorite album of all time.
Ooh.
Wow.
But I have no plans of listening to it anytime soon.
Yeah, when are you gonna set aside 6.5 hours?
Yeah. And I will say, it actually made me kind of rethink of what music and then taking samples from other music, like what can it actually be, and it kind of makes me rethink like the concept of recontextualization of samples of sound to make a point. And
it sounds like someone had a transcendental experience.
A little bit.
It's weird because it comes across as positive, but it's a very tough thing to listen to, especially towards the last couple.
Gotcha.
Because it's one of those things where when you read it on paper, it seems like a very big, grandiose thing, but when you listen to it, it's such a personal, like thing that a lot of people have experienced, and to have it so accurately represented in these 6.5 hours of just straight up sound and sampling, it was just incredible that the artist was able to achieve this, really.
Okay.
Can I ask this? And
I'm
maybe
definitely super interested. Sorry, go ahead, Ian.
Maybe the answer is no, but if possible, is there anything that you could compare it to artistically as a reference point that it kind of comes near?
I would say it's tough because then if I say what I compare it to, that would kind of give it away.
Okay.
So I think if I were to compare it to, at least like intention wise, it would probably be something similar to when artists make personal albums about their lives. They're like
Johnny Cash, American 4.
Things like that, yeah. But in this case, it would be less of Johnny Cash talking about his life.
Yeah.
But just talking about what it means to like have that isolation.
Good Lord.
Okay. All right.
But not through any lyrics or like it's just through like sampling and soundscapes and I didn't know you can do that. And that's what's making me really rethink. Yeah, I know it's all fun, but like it's one of those things where ever at the end of time, by the end of the final phase, like I was just straight up just tearing up for like 20 minutes straight, like throughout the last. It's intense, dude. But the guy's name James Kirby. That dude's a genius. He completely achieved what he was striving for with that one. That's for sure. I'm completely blown away. And it's crazy because this album came out like 4 years ago, but it's been picking up lately. But yeah, that's damn. Like everywhere at the end of time, I would definitely recommend that.
Right on.
If you're willing to put in,
super interested now.
If you're willing to put in the time, it's absolutely worth it. But just don't expect to feel better after. That's all I'm saying.
That does sound really amazing, though. That sounds fantastic.
That sounds really cool, actually.
Yeah, I'll just link it to you guys in the thing we have here.
Right on. Okay. Anything else, Nick?
I think that's everything on my end so far. Everything else, I'm just gonna wait until I finish up, and then I'll bring that up. But I'll take it away to you, Chris.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna give it to Ian, but do you want me to go, Ian?
Let's you go, and then I can round us out, man.
Oh, different order this time. All right. Let's see. I know I finished a bunch of stuff. No, I'm just trying to remember because it's been a wild month. Wild.
Well, I can jump in with something we both watched. Auntie Donna's
okay,
Big
go
Ol'
for it.
Fun. We both watched a new Australian sketch comedy show.
They're so fucking Australian, dude.
They're so Australian, it's excellent.
Yeah. Auntie Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun.
Auntie Donna has been working for, I think, the last 12-ish years as a group.
Something like that, like a decade or something.
Close.
But so I didn't know I had actually watched one of their things beforehand. So I had watched Bikey Wars.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, you haven't seen Bikey Wars? Okay. Yeah. It's one of their songs. But that thing was super funny. But I watched that like years ago, I think. And then, or whenever it came out. But then this happened, and I was like, I used to be really into sketch comedy. And like this was just tickling a spot I hadn't done in a while. Like it's fucking funny, dude. It's so fucking funny.
It was really good.
Oh, did you watch it as well?
Yeah, me and Nick both watched it. We watched it, I think, in one night or something.
Yeah, everything's
it's only six episodes. It's so easy to jump into.
Everything's a drum. Everything's a drum.
I'm just a stupid Italian.
Dude, that one's
I just feel like it might be a little bit. That one is because the fake joke lasts so long that you just think
that you think this is what we're doing.
Now. Is this just what we're doing? Is a dumb voice? Is that the sketch?
Oh no! I poop in my pants. And it's so good. He says it in a way that's really sad.
Yeah, he's really sad about it. He's real sad.
And Brennan's just, wait, did you actually? I gotta go. You got.
Let's talk a little bit about the cameos. They have so many great cameos in it.
Oh yeah.
Weird Al Yankovic, Paul F. Tompkins.
So you want to know something funny about the Weird Al Yankovic one? I didn't realize it was Weird Al Yankovic until like right at the end of the episode.
Oh my god!
And Nick was like, "Wait, what? You didn't realize that's Weird Al?" I was like, "I don't know why. I love Weird Al Yankovic, like almost religiously."
He's wearing such a good vampire disguise. I thought he was just a vampire.
I thought he was just some guy.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's fucking wild. He's in it, dude. Well, it's like Bang Bang Comedy Bang Bang Productions, right? Like, helped make this, so I think that's how he was able to get on.
It's him and Scott Aukerman and Ed Helms, who is a producer. Yeah.
Yeah, Egg Helms is the producer.
Egg Helms.
Kristen Shaw appears.
Oh my god! You son of a bitch! I work for you.
Or the SWAT.
Oh my god, dude! Just So what? Like, I don't want to give away because anytime we go like, man, this comedy thing was really great, it just ends up with us going, and that part was funny, and that part was really funny.
Yeah.
But how about let's do it like this? We each what was our favorite bit?
Okay.
We'll
Nick,
forego the Italian one because we already said that one.
Yes, we already said the Italian one.
Italian's up there for me.
That's a very good one.
I'm split between 3 Toyota fucking Corollas and then the old timey baseball where he gets shell shock. And I'm like, good old war camp.
Oh, that one's really good. I was mad about that one because that is a joke I would have written. We're just the idea of a good old helping of war will help them out.
And the losers, of course, being brought off to the war, and the winners being brought to the war.
Also going to the war. I saw Franz Ferdinand at Coachella.
You actually said the one I was going to say, which is the Ellen DeGeneres bit is just perfect.
Oh, it's perfect.
It's comedy.
Bit.
comedy perfect. The camera never moves.
Yeah.
It's just a man talking to the camera.
That's
and
why
it's so good.
That's why it's a perfect. There's only so many bits I've seen that I go, that's perfect. You don't need to tweak it anymore. There's nothing that can be done to make it funnier. Like so that one's
I am very fond of.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh no, go ahead. You go.
I was gonna say I am also very fond of. So Jerry, can we be on Comedians in Cars getting coffee?
Yeah.
Just if I said yes to everyone, like you get it. You get it.
Yeah.
You know. Okay.
So is that?
So that's a no then.
No.
No.
Or soft yes.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to fucking decide. I mean, Morning Brown's great.
Morning Brown is excellent.
I like the reoccurring joke. I mean, I was making reference to it earlier of the Crown being on box set. This streamable show that isn't finished.
Why did you buy it on the box set? I just like having the box set every morning. Pop it in my mouth. Yum, yum, yum.
Oh yeah, that one's up there for me.
Oh, Family Feud.
Yeah, the Family Feud thing. Because I think
Feud
the lines they do
good.
are so fucking. I mean, nom nom. Eat it up. Put it in my mouth.
Bring the toothbrush to my mouth, and it casts a shadow. I put a shadow in my mouth.
I like the quick gag of Creaky Door.
Creaky Door is great.
Oh my god, Creaky Door is good.
Why does this box tell me sweet nothings every time I open it?
Just one little noodle.
Just one.
It's one. Besides the one you guys have said, the South Africans.
Oh my god! Yes.
I've never. I found treasure. Oh, and it's District 9.
District 9 on Blu-ray. Oh, that's a keeper. It's
the prawns.
Actually, Scottish.
Prawns.
I don't sound like that. I've been doing that voice for 20 years.
I'm actually from New Zealand.
Oh my god, we found the treasure. Oh, what's in it? Look up, dig it up. What's up? Oh my god, it's District 9. It's a copy of District 9. Look at that.
I also love I know I'm cheating, away. But when they're playing ball with Abraham Lincoln and the police, and they find treasure and the pirate comes, and the screen has to flash. This ending is not canon to the show.
This will not affect the 3 next episode.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry.
But
there's so many good nouns back to back in that sentence.
Yeah.
Shout out to Egg Helms.
Egg Helms. You bet.
An egg.
But yeah,
do you
everyone.
Think that those were actors?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just in that Egg Helms. Do you think those were actors at the cafe? Because that cafe is where After Hours was shot.
Yeah, that's the Eagle Rock.
Yeah,
it's in Eagle Rock, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because it seemed like those if they weren't, those extras were gonna break when Ed Helms was crying about not understanding who he is anymore.
Yeah, after he yells at him.
I'm not Egg. Who am I?
That whole show's great. If you have any interest in sketch comedy, and you love, especially if you love absurdists to the point of just straight up goofy, like this, all their stuff makes me believe that my theory is right, that slapstick's coming back.
Oh yes, please. Oh my goodness.
I have to do something, dude, because I know it's gonna happen, and I need to be on the forefront of the return.
Oh man.
Just no one wants to be Curly, and it,
Listen, Someone's got to be curly. If you're gonna have a trio, you gotta.
Gotta have a trio. It's good. Someone's gonna be curly. Like, oh man. But yeah, that's
What else? What else you been looking at, man?
Let's see. Well, taking off on comedy. I finished up Eric Andre.
Oh wow!
Watched those as those happened. Have you finished it?
I jumped around, but I have seen The Return, so I saw that one.
It's all on Amazon, I think, but you have to buy it.
Okay.
But I mean, it's Eric Andre, so like you're gonna be getting good shit.
Quality.
Fucking hilarious. Still, I mean, well, God, do I say like the ending? No, because the last episode has one of my favorite jokes, and
it's so good.
All of Eric Andre.
Oh which one are you talking about?
Have you seen the final episode?
I think I saw the final episode.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Hannibal Buress comes back.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
And he goes, "I haven't been here. You did it, Eric. You did the show.
I'm a figment of your imagination, Eric."
And they reshoot all like the most popular scenes from that show.
Yes.
Without him. But the best gag is he disappears in a poof of smoke and is replaced by a white bike with candles and a photo of him.
Fuck yes.
That you would put on a street curb for someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so fast, and I remember when that happened, and I laughed so fucking hard. I was afraid I was gonna wake people up and like that. Because I thought that was the funniest visual gag I had ever seen in that show. Blandible's great. Even like some of Felipe Esparza's stuff is great. And just going like upping the just more absurdist part of the show.
Yeah.
Going on.
Lizzo down.
Lizzo's so good in that fucking.
Yeah.
That fucking.
Who is that? Who is that? Celebrity he interviews when that happens, where he's like, female, cast.
Oh my god, it's that guy that's part of that SNL bit where you can't figure out who these two actors are.
Yeah.
Oh, Dylan McDermott.
I think it's Dermot Mulroney.
I think it's Dermot Mulroney.
In it. And then he starts going off on like, well, yeah, it's hard for men now to get parts. And then you can see Eric's like just almost break character in that moment and go, yeah, I know. And it's like, holy shit, dude, that you got that shit recorded and everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
some jokes write
funny.
themselves, like your equilibrium. I wish I was Lance Reddick.
I wish I were LeVar Burton. Yeah.
Oh, dude, them bringing back. Oh, and Hannibal's brother being brought back.
Oh, dude, that was the best.
That's very good.
Just a lot of returning gags. It's great. I mean, it's Eric Andre show. It's great.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it's over now, right? That was a defense. Well, they could come back, but that's it. But I think that's all they wanted to do.
That's a high note to go out on, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, we out.
Like because one of the things Eric does every year. One last thing. Yeah. One of the things Eric does every year is how do I make myself grosser?
Yeah.
And like it's hard to beat like how greasy he fucking looks through this whole show. Like he is a oily reflective surface. Yeah.
No, he shaved everything for that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Behind the scenes.
Oh my god.
And then John Cena actually cracked open his head because he fell wrong.
It wasn't cracked open, but it was a concussion.
Concussion.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, and apparently, according to the interviews, like that was all Eric's fault. He did the landing wrong. John Cena did everything right, apparently.
Because he's a fucking professional, guys.
Yeah.
John Cena doesn't fuck around.
No, I didn't see him. Eric just threw himself at that show. I did it. I did it.
Or the gag of the chair just falling backwards as guests sit into it.
Oh, yeah.
But then it coming back up and then being steady without replacing the chair. So that the celebrity's always in fear of that. It's great. It's great. This show's great.
It is.
It's very funny.
It's a very good show.
It's very funny.
I did like that the band that Eric Andre had.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're
They
all
barely
from, like,
spoke
Craigslist.
English, so yeah, they barely spoke English, so they got so confused with what was happening, and actually worked out in their favor.
Yeah.
I think they probably had one of the better times of people on that show.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Straying away from comedy. I think this was right after the podcast because we did it right before Halloween, the last one. But Nick and I watched the McPherson tape.
Why does that ring a bell?
That's the one I was telling you about, where it was like the first found footage movie, and it's of an alien abduction.
Oh, dude. Okay. Yes. How did you like that, man?
So we watched the original '70s one, or was it? I think it was '80s.
Yeah,
it was early '80s. Yeah,
early '80s. Yeah,
because he redid it, and it's instant. The redone is instant at Lake County, which is like 30 minutes longer, and they filmed like 10 years later with professional actors.
yes.
Rather than this looks like a genuine like family of friends he got.
It's really strange because there is such a sizable difference between someone acting naturalistically and people just kind of being in the situation at the time, being natural.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, that movie's really good.
It's
an hour long. Nick and I were talking about it, how like it already does it does things that other, even though it's the first one, it doesn't make mistakes that other found footage movies would end up making towards the end. It's doing the thing of multiple conversations are going on, and it's the one in the background that's always the most important.
Yeah.
Which is the grandma dealing with her husband's death.
Right.
And all of them being there, and her alcohol problem, which you don't actually get to see on screen, but it's happening.
Right.
And just knowing like how the abduction's gonna happen because symptoms are given early on. Yeah, it's good. It's a really good, especially for a first try at a found footage thing. It's really fucking strong.
I especially like I mean, I don't know if it was in the original one. I may get them confused, but I did like the idea of having experts or people who knew the family as like talking heads kind of peppered.
I think that's the second one.
That's the second one.
That's the remake.
Because it kind of does what I do like about that aspect narratively is it kind of grounds the thing in a kind of like, oh well, I mean they found their cousin who wasn't there, and da 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 da.
Yeah. No, this one is just played up straight as like, oh, this was a family movie made. During this, and like it was just found. I think too they originally aired it on TV. It wasn't like a film festival or anything.
It was a Fox. Yeah, early days of Fox, like the beginning of Fox.
Yeah, and they didn't do it with all the preemptive stuff that you watch now. Like if you get a copy of the movie now, that's gonna have.
Yeah, it would have like, oh, this is dramatization of work of fiction, da da da.
Yeah,
and they really back then they dropped you in the shit, like.
Oh yeah, that's why. And I was watching and went, man, like I could totally see the effect this would have on a bunch of people who are especially willing to believe. I mean, granted, now we look at it and we go, yeah, that's a dude in just all black clothing wearing an alien mask.
Right.
But there's some good acting in there too, like especially from the grandma.
Yeah, I agree. And very smart of them to keep the young boy actor behind the camera the whole time. So, they're
he's the only one where he's delivering certain lines. I'm like, okay, man, you can. Let's back off a little bit.
Back the F up.
It's good, man. It's a good movie. That's especially if any interest in horror and kind of just seeing where stuff begins. That one's a fascinating watch for like an hour. It's an hour-long movie. And just seeing where found footage like starts off. And again, I think it does a better job than a lot of found footage movies that later come out would do.
I think that hour honestly kind of holds up better to me than the Blair Witch Project did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's easy. For me, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
Although I do like the staring at the wall scene in Blair Witch. Like the more I've watched like found footage, the more I appreciate that particular scene.
I think that one really works well. I think the subtle stuff.
Yeah.
Of Blair, I think actually Blair Witch probably would have been a stronger film if it had truncated. Like, I think that the shorter runtime kind of lets it be slim and lean and just do what it needs to do without hanging around too long. You know.
It also makes it more believable that someone would be recording it.
Yes.
Before, like, the longer it goes on, the more you have to justify why this person has a camera on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And like in the McPherson tape, the end of it is just is the family finally going, dude, put the fucking camera down. And the rest of the shot is a single shot from the living room.
And then you get that terrifying, almost I'd say comparable to that shot from The Strangers. Like,
yeah,
no, 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 no.
Yeah, and that's how the movie ends. It's just, well, now you know everything else that happens.
Yeah, that stuff.
No, it's great. It's great. I can't wait to watch the redo and see what he changed up. Which is Incident at Clark County. So that one's on the list. What else? Video game wise, not too much because work took up a lot of time.
Did you talk about Persona 5R? Or?
Sorry?
I'm sorry. Did you already talk about Persona 5R on this thing? Or
I talked, like a couple months ago when I beat it.
Oh, sorry.
And I had that
it's
big
been so
thing.
long.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I started the new Yakuza game because that finally came out.
That's the one with dragon in the title. Be
Yakuza
the Dragon
Like a Dragon. Well, here's the thing, Ian. Because this title has a lot going for it. You ready for the puns?
Please do.
Okay, so in Japan, that series is not called Yakuza.
Okay.
It's called Like a Dragon.
Okay.
And it's Like a Dragon 1, Like a Dragon 2, and then 0, and all those. All those with Kiryu. Here it's called Yakuza Like a Dragon. One, in reference to how it is in Japan. But in Japan, it's just called... I forget. God, someone sent me the name. It's like longer than usual. But it's sort of like what Resident Evil did with 7, where it's Resident Evil Biohazard. And in Japan, it's Biohazard Resident Evil.
Right.
But also, the game's main character, Kazuka, is obsessed with the RPG series Dragon Quest.
Okay.
And his whole life goal is to be like a hero in the game Dragon Quest.
Okay.
So it's like a dragon in that sense, too.
That's wild.
It's wild because this is a Sega game and Dragon Quest is a Square Enix game. And it's wild to me how many times they make reference to it and use all this stuff in that game for it as well. But having said that, like, maybe a lot of people don't know this, I guess. But Dragon Quest is like the biggest fucking game in the world in Japan.
Right.
Like, that's the one where that's the game that was mandated by law to only release on like Friday nights or the weekend, because so many people would take a holiday off playing it that the economy would slow down.
Jesus.
Yeah. So that's how big of a fucking deal it is over there. So there's no surprise that this character loves it, right?
Right.
Now, dude, this game is fucking amazing. It's so fucking like, okay, so I've talked about Yakuza on here before, and it's like kind of like a beat 'em up brawler type thing when you get into combat. This has switched it to an RPG, where a turn-based RPG. But it's not like, everyone stands in a row and you wait. It's people are moving in the streets. If a character moves in front of a car while it's driving, they'll get hit by that car.
Okay.
And take damage. And you take turns like that. And the magic spells are like one of your characters who's homeless will throw beans at a person and pigeons will fly and attack them.
What?
Yeah. There's one where he burps into a lighter and it throws a flame at people. There's a character you have who is like a hostess. Well, her class is barmaid, and she was like an A+ hostess at certain places. So she'll act like she's in danger or give enemies certain looks so that their attacks go down or they get riled up. And like you walk around, like the way you get your weapon is you just walk by this like bat that's stuck into like the road or the sidewalk.
Okay.
And everyone tries to pull it up, but only Kazuka can.
Because he's the true Dragon King.
Because he's the main character. And when he pulls it up, like lightning shoots out. It's... Oh my god, dude. And so it's sort of implied that all the magic stuff's... he's imagining it.
Okay.
Like these fights.
Okay.
But like, you're all homeless. And you're barely surviving.
Okay.
Dude, it's so good. This game. I just spent 2 days doing the big side minigame, which is a company management simulator.
And
they bring back one of your company members is named Omelette, who's the company mascot chicken. And god damn it, if I was not gonna have him on every single board meeting, you doing that. Oh yeah, you have shareholder meetings in that game where your super is you begging the shareholders for forgiveness.
That's astounding.
As they bombard you with questions, and you have to have your other employees that you bring with you respond back. And Omelette will just go peacock and will put people in their fucking place. Because that's who he is.
Sounds astonishing.
In Japan, his name is Nugget Jr. because in Yakuza, you in Yakuza 0, you get a company mate named Nugget who's the chicken.
Okay.
So this is supposed to be the descendant. But also, isn't it fucked up? You call a chicken nugget or you call it chicken omelet?
It's like having a horse named Glue.
Yeah, or a cow named Burger. Like, but here's the thing: Japan doesn't apparently give a fuck about that shit. Like they have omelets. Have you ever heard of the mother-daughter omelet?
Is that chicken and egg?
Yeah.
I mean, that's yummy. That's real good.
But just knowing that it's called that fucks it up for people. So that's why I call it that now.
I've always called it a mother and child omelet. Those are delicious.
I just unlocked the orbital laser move. I haven't gone to see it because I don't have enough MP.
What's the hours on that game?
Like, I don't know, man. I'm like 30 hours in. Okay. But I've been doing. I'm still like I just started chapter 6 and I'm on like I want to say I'm only 20 hours in actually, but I've been spending so much fucking time doing the side quests because of course I am. They're the best parts of those games. It's phenomenal, dude. It's phenomenal.
It's really cool, man. That sounds like a time. It sounds like a good time.
Dude, you should play Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Yakuza Like it, or I could play Dragon Quest.
No, but you could be homeless and like get to have a job system, but this time voluntarily.
You're not understanding the selling points of this game.
You could change your job class into breakdancer, so you could be a breakdancing homeless guy, or chef, so you can use fire moves. Oh, it's great.
That's why. Oh, one last thing about it. Would you say that it's tonally? Where would you say that it fits in with the other Yakuza?
Oh, it's up there. Oh, so that's kind of the cool thing, right? Like, the main character is supposed to be the opposite of Kiryu, and I actually really love him, and I already like Kiryu, and that's a tough act to follow, because that's like Kiryu has like 8 games, like 6 games. No, I think it's 8. Oh, where he's the main character.
Right.
So they had to do. He's a complete opposite. His palette's like the opposite. He wears a red suit with silver shirt, as opposed to Kiryu's silver suit with the red shirt. His hair is wild compared to Kiryu's, and he's like a total. We're like Kiryu's much more reserved, and kind of just him. His interactions with the world are most of the time him just being silent as like crazy things happen to him.
Right.
Kazuga is always instigating shit. He's a complete himbo. To the point. Okay. Here. Okay. I guess slight spoilers, but it's like the first fucking big main mission, right?
Right.
And Nick can back me up on this because he saw this event happen too. Where there's you're breaking into this old people home because the Yakuza own it, and they're murdering certain old people so that they can they're using euthanasia, like the same syringes and all that.
Oh, okay.
So that they can get like their payment plan and all that, and all the money that would come off of that old person dying.
Gotcha. Right.
And you're trying to save this hostess's father because the owner of that soap land told you, asked for you to help him. And you finally break into the top, and all 4 your party, all 3 of your characters who are homeless at this time, or no, they live in they're not homeless at that point. They're living in an apartment room above a brothel.
Okay.
Just small details, but they break into what the high end suite for this old people home where they're murdering the old people, and they throw open a door and see a doctor about to stick the syringe into the father they're trying to save, and immediately Kazuga kicks the syringe out of his hand. He tackles the doctor's like 80. Okay. He tackles the doctor to the floor and starts pounding away at him MMA style.
Okay.
It's so fucking fun because it seems like he just murdered this old man.
Just like a pumpkin the day after Halloween, destroyed him.
But he saves the father's life. And then they come out of the room once the Yakuza arrive, and he goes, "Wait, was that doctor going to murder the guy?" And and your 2 party members look at him almost as if are you fucking for real? Why do you think we're here?
Oh wait, so did he just want to beat an old man?
So that's the follow-up. Did he just want to beat the shit out of an old man with a syringe?
You know what? I think I justify this afterward. Watch this.
Dude, it was bad. He just threw that old man to the ground.
It's so brutal. They have an entire scene of the other characters talking over the father while your main character is in the background pummeling an old man. Again, sitting on his chest, bashing away. This is this is the first big mission. This game's amazing, Ian. This game's fucking amazing.
No one has the courage to make a game that's good.
Ian, I've always tried to pressure you into playing Yakuza games. You can just skip to this one if you want. because it like barely references the old ones.
Okay. This is a
like having the knowledge of the old ones is like it's gonna be nice.
Mm-hmm.
But you can just start here if you want, and I'll say that to everyone.
All right.
It's great. This game's amazing. Every single play session I've had, I've had gut laughs.
Okay. That is a ringing endorsement. That is a
hell yeah.
Okay.
Beats the shit of that old man doctor, dude. I can't even.
The
old man doctor lives, by the way. Spoilers, but it looks like he murdered him.
It looks like he died.
There's just because after the first 2 or 3 hits, while you're sitting on a dude's chest pummeling his face, and at that point, I think you start slowing down. No, it's an entire scene, and it's wild.
Imagine.
Oh my god. Okay, that game's great, man. What else? I haven't played anything as good as that. That's all I can think of right now, man. I swear I thought I watched something too, and I can't remember. Oh, Great Pretender finish.
Okay.
Was that the one you were gonna say?
I'll say that, and then there's the other animes we were watching.
What else?
The radio host one.
Oh yeah, you gotta finish that.
And then there's the one by Danganronpa and Zero Escape Guy.
Shit, yeah, there's new episodes should be out. That one's great too.
Yeah.
I'll say The Great Pretender just because it finished. That anime is great, and it's written really well. You could tell the guy directing it was a playwright.
Oh, indeed?
Okay. Yeah, dude, that show, every character gets their own little story arc.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also part of the bigger story arc, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The ending's satisfying. And do you know what that show's about, Ian? It's on Netflix.
Man, I watched a little bit of it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's worth your time. It's finished now.
Okay.
And the backgrounds are fucking gorgeous.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I want to frame some of them.
Yeah.
If
you like con man stories, that one's great.
I do. Okay. I'll go ahead and pick it up again.
For sure. It's finished, so you can just finish it now at any point.
Yep.
Okay.
Or if they do a sequel, I don't fucking know how they would, but yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of, man. What's going on with you?
It's been pretty good. Been pretty good over here. Just keeping busy. I got some new professional opportunities that are very exciting, but
nice.
Let me get into some of the media I've been looking at as of late.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we already covered Auntie Donna.
That's right.
Oh, I don't know if I've talked about it on here. Maybe I have already. The Mandalorian. I've been watching that.
Oh yeah, I haven't. I gotta watch season 2.
It is. Wow. Yowza.
Is it actually good, or is it?
I actually really like it. Okay. I think it's some of the better Star Wars material I've seen in a long time. And you and I have hashed out Star Wars before.
We sure have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we sure fucking have.
But, I really think that this show leans into its strengths very well.
Yeah.
They had the last episode was very fan servicey.
Okay.
Jar Jar Binks was in it.
Jar Jar was in it.
Wait, what? Wait, really?
No, not really.
Okay.
It was Boba Fett and Chewbacca and his ghosts and
ghost dad.
They had also this season is they're introducing the first live action appearance of Ahsoka Tano.
Oh shit! Sorry about that.
Right.
Oh, what the?
Is it an Amber Alert?
No, it's just a phone call, but I don't recognize the number.
Okay.
But I think the show kind of does what some of the better parts of Star Wars, I think, is kind of taking that kind of samurai Kurosawa film and then blending it with Westerns sensibility.
Yeah.
It's some really beautiful stuff, man.
Well, I
Some
do
really
remember.
great stuff.
Wait, is it more Kurosawa? Because I know Wolf and Cub was the vibe I was getting towards the end of that first season. And yeah, it starts off very westerny.
It's very Western.
But Wolf and Cub is like a Japanese version of like Western movies, but it was like serialized.
And I mean, like series 1 ends with a shootout, like an old, saloon shootout.
Yeah.
Season 2 has a little bit, like it starts with a little bit more kind of mini quests. Like the beginning of season 2 is mini quests so that the Mandalorian can kind of get the information he needs out of the people he needs it from.
Yeah.
Right.
I can tell you that what I want to say is there are 2 big Star Wars canon characters who have already appeared.
Yeah.
In the first 7 episodes of season 2.
Besides Ahsoka Khan, right?
Yeah, besides her. And I just, and people aren't talking about it, and I think that's better. It's much better to just kind of experience these things.
Gotcha.
But what the show has so far impressed me with is generally it doesn't kind of rest on the laurels of, hey, you remember this thing you like? Well, we're going to mention or show you the thing you like, which is, I think, shortcoming of a lot of it. This show kind of goes out of its way to do new, if not brand new to the universe.
Yeah.
It brings in stuff from books and comics that
there
have
we go.
never.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Yeah.
That's all I need to
know. Some great stuff, and you get to see what it's like right after the Empire has fallen, and like what is the makeup of like Law Patrol and all that. I think it is interesting.
Do we get like moments from KOTOR or Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 where like the people just hate both sides?
There are elements of that, yeah. Like
because Jedi's are just as much at fault as like the Empire. When it comes to ruining like worlds.
Absolutely, and that's like that is discussed. That is touched upon.
Good.
There's like an episode that takes place in a kind of a fortified town. That's owned by a metallurgist company.
Okay.
The idea is that it's kind of like a kingdom of serfdom. Like all these people are basically in debt. But you could also read it as like, oh, it's a mining town, and there's only one company that hires nobody.
Yeah.
And just it's shot beautifully.
Okay.
The way that they, I mean, a lot of the show takes place on desert planets. Like you go to Tatooine, you go to like, but the way that they work with desert exteriors is really something to behold. It's beautiful work.
Gotcha.
So try The Mandalorian. It's very well done, and it is a show that does not rest even on dialogue necessarily. There's huge stretches that are silent entirely. And just
no, we'll do. Yeah, I was planning to. Is it finished or are they still got?
I think we're on episode 7 of 10. So wait another few weeks, and then you can just jump in.
Maybe I'll catch up by then.
Yeah, I suppose so. They're pretty close to finishing.
Cool.
Nice.
Glad to hear.
Let's see.
People, believe it or not, people, I do want a good Star Wars thing. So
we all want.
Yeah.
Listen, nobody wants.
Don't you just want to shit on the thing forever? It's like not this one. I want to be in love again.
I want Star Wars, we had such a good thing going on at the beginning, and now things seem so toxic. I don't understand. How did we get?
Oh my god. You're just lying to me and leaving things out?
Oh no.
Why are you hurting me like this, Star Wars? You told me that anybody could be important, and then you made a big point about Rey being the Emperor's. It seems like you're counteracting. I don't understand why you're doing this to me, Star Wars.
You said anyone could be, including me, but I'm not a Skywalker
or a Sith Palpatine.
Yeah. No wonder people join Sith, dude. You can be strong without having to be part of an incestuous family.
Yeah,
I get it.
Really? Since when? What for?
For
Listen,
power.
Star Wars, firmly pro incest. Clearly, I think we're all reading between the lines there.
Listen, we've gone down this path before, and I don't think we have time right
now. So I'll just jump over. I was kind of excited that you'd mentioned the film about the Alien film that you were watching.
Yeah.
Because it's very much in line. So I was on a phone call with a friend of mine from college, and one of their professors had written a book on conspiracy theories.
Cool.
Through an academic perspective on conspiracy theories.
Ooh,
okay.
So I went ahead and I got the book.
More relevant than ever.
More relevant than okay. I was gonna save this for the end, but I can let you know now. They have written, I want to say, 4 articles for Salon and then a handful for the Los Angeles Magazine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the last 3 years regarding QAnon, and I guess they're gonna make QAnon into a book dissecting it as a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Which I'd be interested. Honestly, from reading his first book, I would be very interested in reading. Follow-up book.
Yeah, I would like to see that from an academic, because I've been following it through like the reporting of Robert Evans, Cody Johnson.
Yes.
And that stuff. Well, because they were kind of on the ground floor too, especially Robert Evans.
Robert Evans kind of had a few fingers and a few pies as far as is that right? Would you say?
Oh yeah, like from day one, I would even argue.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool.
But yeah, so the book is called Cryptoschatology.
Okay.
By Robert Guffey. He teaches at Long Beach, CSU College, University of Long Beach.
Gotcha.
And boy, it's a 22 chapter book that he breaks down into sections. I'll tell you what the sections are right here.
Okay.
It's 5 sections, which are pop culture, mind control, and mind control as pop culture.
Ooh.
Secret societies.
Okay.
Conspiracy theories in the dominant religions of the West: Christianity, Judaism, Islam.
Yeah.
And puppets in high places. And conspiracy theories and the paranormal.
All right, so he's going for it.
He's kind of casting a wide net here.
That is a very wide net.
He's hitting a lot of places.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'd love for him to dig in on any one of these a little deeper. His section on secret societies is a heftier section in here. Yeah. Just he does disclose this in the book, but he actually joined the Freemasons so that he could write about them more.
Okay.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And the book is just really phenomenal. What I can say is, if you're someone who's interested in conspiracy theories, it's a fun book to read.
Okay.
It is not a book that necessarily espouses things I believe to be true, but he is very good at kind of presenting what I would say is kind of an old-fashioned his view of conspiracy theories is very 90s-esque. Okay. Which I mean, in the 90s, conspiracy theories, I feel, were generally centered around the idea of the big guy has it out for us, no matter who that might be. Like everybody's out to get you. Like it doesn't. It's not one country. It's not one political party.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, well, there are rich people and military insiders and there's just folks who can manipulate certain places, and of course they have it out for you.
Yeah.
And so he kind of unpacks a lot of that. It's very interesting. Mm-hmm. It does have things that. Here's what I like about it is it does in fact highlight a lot of things that are strange but true, and he managed to cite his sources.
Okay.
The one of the examples that I found very, very strange was like he goes on a really long tear about Richard Nixon's presidency.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta. And yeah, man, it's there's some really wild stuff regarding the different, and then kind of describe as far as like cults. He breaks down like what are the main types of cults and who are the kinds of people who lead them, and what do they know, what do they not know, and what do they think they know that they don't know, kind of stuff. Such a fun book to read. I really loved it.
That's definitely something I would check out.
I think you can get it for like $5 on Amazon.
Shit.
It's a paperback. It's super it's super easy to pick up.
$5,
it's very good.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that shit. Books I'm too.
And gosh, what else have I been reading? Oh, I was gonna mention I took a trip. I came back.
That's right.
I just took a trip.
You went to a cabin.
What?
I went to a cabin in the woods.
Since when?
Okay. Well, it's kind of camping. Listen.
It's not camping,
because I'm very.
If it's a cabin.
Uh-huh.
What is it? Is it a cabin retreat? That sounds a little highfalutin.
I wasn't there. I don't know.
We stayed at a cabin.
Yeah, you don't.
What do I know?
I went to the woods for a long period of time.
I was inside, and then I went outside to go inside again.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
it's like people say they hiked both just because they walked a little off the road.
Now, sir, I take exception to that.
Have at you.
And it's like, well, I guess hiking is just tough walking, but
hiking and parkour, aren't they kind of the same thing?
How's your cabin trip? How's your cabin retreat?
It was nice. I went up to
listen, if you didn't have to shit in a hole in the ground, then I don't think it's camping. So that's my line.
Okay, I didn't go camping. Okay, fine. I went to a nice cabin in Big Sur.
Wow, that is nice. Holy shit. Send me the deets, because really I've always wanted to do something like that, and I love Big Sur.
It's beautiful. Have you guys been up there before?
I've driven through it, and I've done a little like pit stop or two before with the family.
Sure.
But like I've never stayed there for like a day, But I fell in love with it for the short time I've been there.
It is a really beautiful place. Here's what I will say. So the idea of going up there was, I want to get out of the house for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I also want to not die.
Yes.
Because how much I'm thankful for living.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty cool.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
It's literally all I do.
Yeah.
So I just took the one all the way up. Really nice scenic drive.
Nice. Did you and your roommates go, or is it just you?
It was just me and a very special friend of mine. And
okay.
All
right. Well.
Well,
you don't need to give us all the deets here. I can fill in the blanks.
And they have much more experience, kind of doing roughing it outdoors and this and that.
Oh.
Yeah. So Okay.
Blanks.
Okay, Peanut Gallery. Well, I'm shutting this down. I'm shutting this down right now.
Okay. Go ahead. So you went inside.
Are you worried they're gonna listen to this and they're gonna be like, "Oh no, now everyone thinks."
Now everyone thinks I'm a fucking creep. Nah.
I just wanted to get this person out alone in a cabin.
Get the peanuts.
This is a normal thing.
To murder them.
Everybody knows that every adult film starts the same as every horror film.
That's right. It does. It's very true.
Yeah, actually.
Sometimes you went to the movies back in the day and you didn't know what you were getting.
Hey, me and all my college friends are going to go to this remote place for a long weekend.
Yeah,
exactly. So I mean, I'm not as experienced hiking. I'll walk Turnbull Canyon.
Yeah.
But that is on the lowest end of what one might generously call hiking.
Yeah.
So went out, and there's kind of like a central station in the middle of the redwood forest called the Big Sur Lodge.
Cool.
And they've got like I want to keep saying Mounties, but park rangers. Park rangers. Mountie, like
park rangers, man. I almost applied to be a park ranger.
Really?
Not that long ago. Yeah, like a year or two ago, just because I saw openings.
Okay.
But I was like, man, I don't think I have what it takes. Like, I would love to do it, but I'm pretty sure, like, I just would not have the knowledge of everything,
It does sound like a kind of... Well, the other thing is also you are like people's emergency. Like, if anybody has a bad time,
you are the point of contact.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter if my mom had a fall or like there's a fire. Like,
there's a bear chasing me right now.
Exactly. There's a bear on fire and it fell down.
There's a bear covered in bees.
Oh God! It's covered in bees.
The bees are here.
So up the back of it, they kind of fork off to a bunch of different paths. It was beautiful. I think I ended up walking up a mountain for like 3 hours, and I never went. And
that's a
yeah. Thank you.
I don't know, man. It's a bitch numbers.
We were walking up there. I remember, so we're walking up there. It's going to be about like 4:30, 4:45.
Oh, you got to get out, yeah.
I suddenly started to get nervous because it's the red light going through the trees, and I'm like,
yeah.
So when does this trail turn around? And the person I'm hiking with, they're like, oh no, this is it dead ends. This is a one-way path.
Wait, trails don't. Oh, it's not a turnaround as much as it goes to somewhere close to where you were.
Right.
It's not a fucking roundabout.
Yeah. And so they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to turn around before it gets dark, and thus
why not just do it there? Why not just turn around there if it's a dead end?
Well, sometimes what you get is
why are we going to nothing?
Is that the path up is a lot longer than the path back?
Yes.
Because usually a lot of paths back that you take are the short ones.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot easier on your knees to go, at least for me. I can't speak for everyone, but I can go down a very, very steep way. I'd rather not go up a very, very steep way.
Okay.
So that's probably why it's a shorter trip downward than upward.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's just really nice, man. It was really nice.
I don't know the ending. Did you make it back or not?
Oh, we got lost.
Are you alive?
I fucking died. And now people found my cell phone, and they found some very haunting images.
And the last recording Ian has was simulating a podcast with us. Good night, everyone.
But they don't know is I pre-record all of these.
Hey,
could you just respond?
I know I joke about that being an idea, but could you do that?
I think it'd be really funny if I just like record an hour of me randomly interjecting so that you can talk.
Yeah, I'll make it work. That'll be my last thing I do for you. Is I'll make it work. Like,
oh man,
I'll do whatever it takes in my power so people don't know that was the last thing you ever did.
Kevin Conroy's my favorite Superman. And then you correct me. Yeah.
I'm a vampire.
I'm a vampire. Hey, Pete! I'm just gonna quote the entire movie. Never vampire.
How's your date today? I'm gonna light this motherfucker up.
Oh my god! Somebody kill me! Kill me! I'm a demon.
Well, it's nice to see you too, and I'm glad you had a good hike.
Thank you.
Yeah, but for real, send me the deets about this place because I've been thinking about doing something similar.
It's really cool. I would recommend the place that the cabin we stayed. It was like a place called Sand City that's on the north end of Big Sur.
Okay.
It is a town that is so small. I swear to God, I woke up at 8 in the morning. Got up to get ready and go do it. Would come home at night at dark around like 6 or 7.
Uh-huh.
I never saw another soul driving. I never saw another person on the street. It was chilling. But also, hey, what a blessing.
Fuck them.
I had no evidence that I was not secretly staying in a government nuclear testing facility. It was a bomb as soon as I left. Like, it's so quiet here. So many mannequins.
So how long of making the jokes of like being in a cabin in the woods in a small town where you see no one else, and all the jokes that would naturally spin off of that, right?
Sure.
Before the person you took a trip with like tried to murder you.
Here's the thing.
I murdered him.
I ate him. Now I'm the Highlander.
He was quite nutty.
And now I'm good at camping.
Nutty taste.
There was a moment where
I'll come back.
We had I'm gonna say a jazz cigarette at one point.
Okay.
Ooh.
And
yeah, you did.
And the person that I was with at some point, I think this was the second night, like started to look really strange. Like had been in the bathroom for a very long time.
Okay.
And then like I eventually found them like just staring out the window, and kept saying, "It's weird. We haven't seen anyone. It's weird, right? Maybe they know we're here. People know we're here." Cool. I'm glad that wasn't when I was in the woods.
Okay.
That was worse, probably.
Okay. All right. Oh man, that's terrifying, dude. I would freak out right there. I'd be like, I don't know, man. Don't look at me.
Hey, will you just watch TV and chill out? I don't know. Do they know we're gonna watch TV? Are they gonna make me eat cubes? Yeah, I mean, I would recommend it just because the trails are free. The ones that I went to, you don't have to pay to get in.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would say is a bummer.
Yeah.
Is there's one thing, which is there are places where people were, and so I just didn't go there.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
There's like there's one stretch of beach called Pfeiffer Beach.
Okay.
It's kind of photogenic stretch of land. It's got kind of like these beautiful rock arches that form in the surf. That side, and also a place called Brixton Bridge, which is a part of the 1 freeway.
Yeah.
There's kind of this very dramatic cliff. Those two places had so many cars parked just all randomly around the pines.
Yeah.
Where like there was I pulled over and I was like, "Oh, what's going on, park ranger who's directing traffic?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, well, people love these da 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 da. You know, if you want to try again in 30, it's a capacity of 600. There should be someone who gives it up." And I'm like, "I don't want to fucking be near 600 strangers
Yeah.
anywhere. No, but thank you." But aside from those two that I guess are kind of like photogenic landmarks
Yeah.
that I didn't go to, like I said, dead quiet, not a soul thereabouts. It was very nice, very nice.
That sounds pretty cool. I know.
Yeah, I'd highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Yeah. I know from and you know me. If I was in that situation where I'm in a cabin, I would never stop making the joke. And that's why I would be the first one murdered.
Hey, do you want to go down into that basement I saw? It's just like a little latch.
What did okay? So what was the amenities in like the log cabin? Just I assume it's a log cabin. What was the amenities in the cabin?
The amenities were. Oh, you're gonna call me a little punk. It was really nice. It was very nice.
I heard they're nice. Like that's the thing.
Very nice.
Yeah,
it was. I want you to. Okay, you know what will describe it perfectly?
What?
Speak it to me.
Picture your grandma's house. That's what it was like.
Have you been to my grandma's house? Because like.
I have not been to your specific grandma's house.
But it's like a grandma's house.
It's like there were like 3 rocking chairs inside.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
There was a sofa. There was a regular.
Rocking chairs are awesome.
Rocking chairs are excellent. I highly recommend them inside, outside, wherever you can get them.
Yeah,
you just gotta get one.
It did have Wi-Fi and it did have a TV.
Hell yeah! Stay inside
in it.
Hell yeah!
But let me say this: I was not privy to what the Wi-Fi was, and the owner of that space did not text me back promptly. So I did not get great benefit from that alleged Wi-Fi.
Well, that's good then, because then like you kind of do it to get away, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to spend my whole time.
But you didn't want to find out about COVID-20, like once you get back.
Yeah.
That'd be a bummer.
If there is any news about the cast of Juno, I want to learn it after my camping trip, so that I have a delightful surprise when I come home.
So have you heard the news like today then about something relating to Juno?
I did. Yes. Did you hear that news?
That's why I make the joke. Okay.
Yeah. What I can say is Wikipedia is on their shit. Like I looked up the.
Oh really? I hadn't even looked that up.
I pulled it up just because it seemed like something that someone like I saw it in a tweet, and so it wasn't a news source, so I was like, I have to make sure that this is real and not somebody just saying something. I pulled up Wikipedia, the source of all knowledge, and like Wikipedia is on top of it. Changed like top of the name, pronouns, everything's been adjusted. So
that's cool.
Well done, Wikipedia.
Yeah, whoever did that.
Whoever edited that so promptly. Yeah.
No, that's cool. I'm thinking about doing the cabin thing. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it.
If you do go, I let me please recommend Pfeiffer Beach if you happen to go and it's not like slammed.
Yeah,
it's a great place to take some scenic shots. If you want to take a hike, like there's beginner, intermediate, and advanced trails behind Big Sur Lodge, right on the one.
Gotcha.
It's a great place to kind of fork off and go at your own pace.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've done hiking, and whenever I did hiking, it was in like the desert.
Oh, okay. Like Joshua Tree?
Canyon. No. Do I want to say where? Because I kind of hate if this place gets crowded. Sawtooth Canyon.
I know Sawtooth. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Ocatilla Wells. Sawtooth Canyon is way better though for hiking. Ocotillo Wells is better for off-roading.
Oh man, I haven't been off-roading since the divorce. It's
Dude,
been
I can't
so
remember
long.
the last time I went. But yeah, God, that sounds like a good time, and I can't wait to make all the cabin jokes. Like, God, I would totally be the first person murdered. Just,
hey guys, did you hear that outside? You guys want to go check out that sound outside?
I just wouldn't. I just won't. I just wouldn't be able to shut up. All right.
But
I'll work on it, people.
I happy to say those are some of my big ticket items.
Yeah, well, glad to hear, man.
One last recommendation, really quick, while I think of it. I actually started listening to a new band.
Okay.
It is their sound. They're a newer band, but their sound reminds me a lot of like what I was listening to in the mid '90s.
Okay.
It's kind of, you know, the band Guster. It's got a little bit of that in it, but it's a female vocalist. And the band is called Soccer Mommy.
Soccer.
And I've really enjoyed their work, man. I think they're really talented group.
I was hoping you would tell me like some band that's uber popular, and you're like, I just got into them.
Do you ever heard of Journey? Have you guys heard of Journey?
Have you ever heard of like Bruce Springsteen?
And Mamas and the Papas?
Yeah.
This one? You heard this one?
Wham.
Have you ever heard of what is it? What is it called? Ghost? I've just heard of this band Ghost.
You know, I have a story I have a thing with Journey where at my work we have a guy and I wash dishes, right? So like I usually put on, and we can put on our own music, and I put on like usually fast stuff just to help me get through the day faster and to just work a little bit faster and not fall asleep. This guy, towards the end before we were closing, just kept putting on soft rock.
Okay.
And like Journey would come on, and then and I already fucking hate listening to Journey. I have nothing against the band. It was just like an upbringing thing. Sure. That now I just hate the music and listening to it. Sure. But it was like all the slow jam Aerosmith songs, Led Zeppelin, but it was all the slow stuff, like the acoustic. Right. And I sometimes I would stand there going, dude, you gotta like change it or something. I'm falling asleep. I don't care what you change it to. Just like me. I'm falling asleep on my feet.
I've got my Kenny G album right here.
My Kenny G. Luckily, we could both agree on like jazz stuff, so we would just do that.
Oh my god.
Like, oh, but fucking. Okay. Anyway. That's okay. Soccer Mommy. Yeah, I can honestly say I've not heard this. Oh god, they're younger than me. I don't like that.
Isn't that a fucking trip, man? That's fucking terrifying.
Sucks, dude. I'm not gonna listen.
Fuck them. Fuck them for being young.
No, I do not blame them for anything. It is my own personal hangups. And it's completely on me. And don't give me the, but Chris, you'll be missing out on amazing music. I know I will, but I feel like that will not outweigh the existential feelings of angst.
Oh my god!
I would get listening to this.
Can I?
It was a problem for me when I found out like Lil Sims is around my age.
Oh my god! Really?
I believe so. I believe she is. She might be like a year older.
And what's that rapper who kind of blew Lil Nas X? Like he's I think our age or younger.
How old is Vince Staples?
Oh my god, I don't even know how old Vince Staples is.
Because he's young. Okay.
Vince Staples is a year younger than me.
So that means he's like, okay, so he's a little bit older. Yeah, Lil Sims is like a year older.
Oh my god. I want to add one more thing
all
about.
So talented.
They're all deeply talented.
They're all amazing artists. I fucking
You feel about these artists the way that I did when I realized that Donald Glover was also a writer on 30 Rock and Community? Like,
yeah.
How dare he?
It took me forever to find out about the 30 Rock one, but
fucking leave some for the rest of us, guy.
Well, you're out here taking cabin trips and like hiking in the woods.
And well, meanwhile, you're taking the world by storm, winning Grammys left, right, and center.
Hey, speaking of
I
writers,
bought that cabin.
Speaking of writers, did you see that tweet? Jason Parkin, aka David Wong, made, where it's a restaurant we are all intimately familiar with from our hometown.
No, I don't know what tweet you're referring to.
Okay, I retweeted it.
Okay, let me
yesterday. But you know David Wong. You can just find this thing from yesterday.
Sure.
I still find it very upsetting when anyone mentions the hometown in like they're famous or I know who they are. You know?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
We talk about this every time. Like, I don't like it.
Nobody needs to hear it. Oh, thank you.
No, we don't have anything. Don't like. Oh, okay. But yeah. Anyone got anything else, or should we start closing up?
Oh, this one's effed me up bad.
Which one?
No, I just saw the tweet.
Oh yeah. Intimately familiar with.
What's wild is I remember in high school, I was actually in like a lot of groups with the children of the family that own that.
Oh really? Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, where like after school, if they want to hang out, we would have to go to that place.
Really? So they would let you hang out at that place, like.
Wait. Oh, it's a different place. Never mind. Yeah, I know that. Okay, I can see why Wong went there.
I don't know if he went there. He does he posts stuff that he finds like super fascinating to look at.
Yeah, but calling it super rich, I don't know, man.
Their food is very expensive.
Yeah.
For the high end stuff, but you could still get like some of their fries or like meatballs for like less than 10.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. I just saw the tweet and that okay, yeah. Yeah, I know that. I know that place intimately. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I did some jobs there. I don't know. I wouldn't put it at. You know what? I think because I got jaded real quick with doing work for like all the high end places, but
yeah.
I don't know if I'll put this as super rich place. Like he's making it out to be, but
it is the nicest. I would argue it's like one of the nicest establishments in our area.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another place that even kind of ranks with.
Has anyone ever been in Club Lounge?
Yeah, it's not that nice. I haven't. It's not that nice. It's not that nice.
Okay.
It's not nearly that nice.
I once talked to another store owner. He was like, yeah, we did like a special release party there. And that place kind of... Great. I'm going to burn this bridge if anyone from Club Lounge listens. It's like, this place ain't great.
I mean, I don't think it's bad. Whatever.
Time to just shit on small establishments. Let's go.
But
that you know what? That no one knows.
Let's make ourselves more relatable. You know
that
who
mattress store has been on that street forever.
That mattress store.
I've never seen anyone in it.
Isn't that weird? Because I know other stores where it's like, how are you open?
Yeah.
I've never seen you do business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been here. I've been in this town for a while.
Like, that's very strange. That is very strange. Strange. One thing I do want to mention really quick, just because on the topic of feeling old as hell.
Yes.
So my roommate works in education as well.
That's
Works
cool.
remotely with students.
Cool.
And so she'll talk to the kids. Some of her
Teachers
kids
are always only friends with teachers, dude.
Yeah, we keep to our own.
What the fuck's up with that shit? I'm studying to become a professor. One of my best friends in college is going to teach like high school, or is trying to teach high school fucking history.
Oh my god!
For like AP.
Wow.
That's fucked up. We weren't even planning it. This was like our second or third choice. I wanted to be a ninja growing up, and like that wasn't becoming a reality, and I had to give up on my
You never
dreams.
got the tap from the Foot Clan. The Foot Clan hasn't
got the recruitment.
Yeah.
I once hid in my neighbor's yard for 3 hours just to see if anyone would find me. And that wasn't enough.
No, it's real sad. These kids, they don't know what it's like getting to play a stand-up arcade cabinet and then smoking unfiltered cigarettes at 13 all day.
While everyone's reading Playboy. I just think of that. I just think of that scene from Stand By Me, and I'm like, that. What a wild interpretation of what kids do.
What 12-year-olds do? They play poker and they read titty magazines.
While smoking cigarettes and betting.
I see some shit.
Like a fucking jail, like a fucking prison.
The 40s sure was a different time, eh, guys?
Yeah. Now it's like
kids.
It's like people who have seen stuff at that age. It's a lot darker and not as fun to talk about.
It's less fun when you see children who vape. Yeah. I agree. But they see Sonic do it and they think, "Well, I'm cool as Sonic."
So I'm like Sonic. Shadow doesn't vape though.
Shadow doesn't vape. Yeah. Shadow uses a cigarette.
Shadow uses Swisher Sweets.
Oh, that's somehow more correct. I don't know why that's more correct, but it definitely is.
You know what's funny, dude? Every time you used the term jazz cigarettes earlier, every time I like, because yes, I do know what jazz cigarettes are supposed to reference to, but I always think of Swisher Sweets.
Oh, I mean,
and then they have the flavor that's like jazz and mild or something, or like.
They do have something called Jazz and Mild. Yeah, that's.
I mean, people do buy Swisher Sweets so you can use them as rolling paper, but
because they want to roll their own cigarettes, kids. That's the only reason why they do that. But yeah, that's true. That is true. And
what a nothing conversation. All right, what we talked vaguely about landmarks in our hometown.
Mm-hmm.
That's for fucking no one.
That's for nobody. Right. For nobody.
And jazz cigarettes.
Jazz cigarette. I think that this is our best episode yet, guys. I really think we knocked it out of the park.
The show's gonna go on forever, and we will never be released of it. Oh man.
Oh man. Well, when we get to 100, we'll be syndicated. So
then we'll make money then.
Yeah, exactly. For
anyone wondering, because I know I've announced that I'm gonna look into Anchor. I'm not so sure about those policies that I've been reading. So, that's it. So we're gonna be on here for a little bit more. Like, dude, it's like you have to get you have to get listened to. I think 1,000 times before you make $15.
Oh my gosh.
And we are not doing those numbers.
Listen, guys, if you like the show, tell your friends about it. We don't really do that much on this show. Yeah. We don't do the pitch, but tell your friends. Spread the word, and if you want, please do. Play it in the background while you're not in the room, just so we get
multiple devices open
and play them simultaneously.
Yeah.
Listen, this is something that'll keep your dog or cat company while you're working.
Oh yeah.
It'll,
Oh God, what fucking music was I listening to that I just found out my dog finds calming?
I'm interested in
band.
what.
It was some. Oh, God, my sister was the one that pointed out. It was some band that I didn't think.
Is it like Is it like a strangely high energy band?
It's like high energy jazz or something.
Like Miles Davis or something?
Was it Kamasi Washington?
Kamasi.
I'm gonna ask. I found out during the holidays. Like,
was it?
Because I was the holiday DJ, I guess. I mean, I was just putting shit on, but
was it like Uyama Hirito or?
Maybe I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask my sister because I want to remember, and I'll make sure to let everyone know. Because anytime you mention your dog, you have to finish the fact.
Yes.
Just rule of the internet. Okay. Yeah. Anyone got anything else they're looking forward to? Jazz cigarettes.
Jazz cigarettes, of course. What about you, Nick? What are you looking forward to?
I'm gonna just keep going on my fate journey.
It's like an odyssey at this point.
It is an odyssey at this point. That and then finishing up, finishing up the. I mean, hopefully when new episodes come out for Akudama Drive.
Yeah, I want to get back to it.
And then
that show's really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess then after that yeah, because I kind of took a break from Murakami now, so I'm going back to like other stuff I'm reading. So, I'm sorry.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I mean after 1Q84, I was like, I'm good.
Yeah. We're really dug in there, man. Yeah, but even before the Thick Boy, like you had read like what 5 or 7 novels in a row by Murakami.
I think at this point I read all his short story and fiction.
That's more than me.
At least once.
And
then if I don't count Killing Commodore. But then I think at the moment I'm just trying to go through other like piles I had, but I think at the moment
there's no dearth. There's no dearth out there.
I'm just going. Well, I told Chris I'm going through Dune, so I'm going right now. I'm on Messiah, the second book for Dune.
Hey, I might start reading Dune.
Go ahead. You'll really
like it. I kind of want to start reading Dune as well, actually.
Yeah, just remember pirate the book.
Pirate the book, or at least get it for $1. Anything above that is just.
The author gets no money from Dune.
Well, because he's dead, and then his family gets nothing because the publisher overcharges full price for $20. So, and they rack in all the. So, you get it.
It's one of those steal this album situation.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah. It's like the guy who made Cave Story.
Oh God, and Iconoclast had that, and then
I feel so bad because I bought Iconoclast before all that came out.
Yeah, and same with Devil Engine.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, I loved it. Axiom Verge 2, that's a one-man fight.
That one breaks my heart because I was following that thing, and that dude was working on that game for like 10 years.
Yeah. He gets nothing from it now.
And he gets fucking nothing. Oh, and Axiom Verge is like, it's definitely not for everyone, but I like that game a lot, and at the very least, people should listen to the music. It's like for sure. Amazing atmospheric music.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But more on an upbeat note.
Mm-hmm.
What am I looking forward to? I guess I will start The Mandalorian. I will keep playing Yakuza, and I will let everyone know about my adventures in that game. I just found the batting cages and the golf minigame.
Okay.
So we'll be doing that. I can now summon a crawfish as my summon. Oh, dude, you should look up if you're not gonna play this game, Ian. Like if you decide like I'm probably just not gonna end up playing this, you should at least look up what those summons are.
All right, I can.
And how
I'll
summoning works.
All right.
There's a crawfish. You can summon Omelette the chicken.
Oh my god.
There's a guy as a baby. I'm already saying too much. Oh my god, they make a reference to Be My Baby, that baby club where grown Yakuza dress up as babies.
Oh my god.
And a hostess acts like their mother.
Oh yeah.
And the main Yakuza guy wants to be like a difficult to handle baby. Like you can't figure out why it's crying.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
He's a summon.
Ian, I'm telling you, you would love this. You would love this franchise, man.
Don't phrase it that way. Don't phrase it as baby play. You would love this.
You would love this fucking game.
Get to have peanuts. Get to have.
I've been saying this for years, Ian. You would love the game that features baby play.
And let me just say, I guess what I'm. Is anything else you wanted to?
That's all I can think of, man. You go.
I just got a copy of Oscar Juelos's novel, The Mambo Kings Play Songs of Love, about a real Cuban band that showed up on the I Love Lucy show and their kind of rise to fame in the 50s. He's I guess a really well-respected Cuban writer. I'm really excited to dig into that book because I love Lucy. Who doesn't love Lucy?
Yeah, who doesn't?
And then I actually got a sci-fi because I haven't read a sci-fi in a minute. I got this new novel by a Chinese author called The Three Body Problem by Xian Lu.
I think I know that book.
It's on like a lot of lists as must reads.
Yeah.
So
I think a professor of mine recommended it to me.
Other than it's a sci-fi novel, I don't know. It's a Hugo Award winner and it's got pyramids on it, so it's gonna be cool.
When this win
Oprah approved.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sold.
Because I want to say, I remember when this book won the Hugo Award, and that's when we were talking about it.
I think it's like within the last 5 years.
It's definitely within, because it came out in 2014. So I would have been in college around that time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, this book does sound familiar. I'll probably check it out.
So that's all from me for the time being, guys.
Yeah. Cool. Very cool. Quick update on the channel. I know things have not been going on streaming, and I said I said things would be slowing down for streaming just because of everyone's jobs and the season. Hopefully we should be picking up. I actually should be streaming Bloodborne tomorrow, or when this episode comes out today, I guess.
Okay, tight.
And that will be the end of it. That'll be the very end of Bloodborne. And the next one will probably be Dark Souls 3, but with Lords of Cinder mod.
Okay.
Ian, me and you must discuss how we're going to stream Kingdom Hearts, Melody of Memories.
Jesus.
I did my research.
Sure we can
the songs out. Work.
I'm sure we can figure it out.
I'll figure something out.
Can I tell you? Yeah. I mentioned to my friend, I called a friend of mine on Thanksgiving just to check in, say, how you doing? Hope you're all right.
Yeah, I probably should have done that too with you, but I didn't.
No. That's not why I'm bringing it up. But when I called them, we had a conversation, and I know that they like Kingdom Hearts, so I had mentioned like the thing, and I said, "Oh, you should see this," and they said, "Oh, so you played all of them?" And I was like, "Yeah, we did them all, except like we played out the mobile game cutscenes and this and that." And they're like, "Wow, does your friend fucking hate you or something?" Like, she's like, I mean, I love it, but like, I wouldn't play all.
You gotta tell her that's not even the first time I've gone through all of them. Like,
oh my god! Did you tell her about the Ansem reports that we had to read?
Yeah, I did.
We read everything, dude. I made sure.
Read all of them, and I don't get it.
It sort of makes sense, but then there's a lot of things that contradict each other or just not missing.
Yeah,
or just not there.
Every time, like periodically, she had to stop me while I was talking, and like, so all of it, like the whole like bullshit. Yeah. Show it to me now.
You're like, I know what fake Riku is. I know.
Know the Ansem report. There's Vanitas.
I know
Melody
all
of
about
Memory is canon, man. It's the sequel.
Rocks.
Yeah.
This rhythm game.
The stuff with with Snow White, she really got saved by that large gentleman.
Yeah.
Terra.
Yeah, Terra.
What about Keyblade? X-Blade.
Yeah.
Blue Shoe.
So everyone look forward to that. I swear to God, I am trying to figure out how to make it work. Because we do need to do that.
Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Well, okay.
Well, that's what we'll end it on. Happy holiday. Well, the streaming should be picking up for a little bit, so that's the final bit of that.
Yes.
And then the holiday podcast will probably be what we do every year. We, a little bit more relaxed, and we take in questions and answer them.
Yeah.
Maybe drink some eggnog. 'Tis eggnog season, so.
There's a nog o'clock. I had my first eggnog with you guys. Do you know that?
No, I did.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
I remember that. Yeah.
Was it spiked or was it regular?
It was the mixed one. It was the spiked. Yeah.
I think it was a mixed one, but regardless, that was my first nog ever. I did have. That is nap medicine, is what.
Hell yeah, it is, dude. You can't drink a lot either. You got like. It's like you can't even do a full glass. You do maybe like 4 ounces at most.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's no. And then my folks love keep buying the sugar-free ones. Mm-hmm. And it's like, but sugar-free eggnog tastes, or low-fat eggnog, and it tastes awful. Mm-hmm. It's watery. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go buy that gallon jug from Costco again. Fucking love eggnog, dude. Oh my god, it's so bad for you.
Oh yeah, it's basically like drinking a bar of butter and liquor.
It's eating raw eggs and like
pretty much.
Can I have another butter bar, please?
Yeah, another deep fried butter bar. All right, goodbye everyone. I guess happy holidays. Yeah.
Happy
take
holidays.
Care. And
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Did you know all the Yakuza games take place around Christmas?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
Goodbye.
You're still here? Get out of here. Shoo.
No slump and get the beats bumping. Get up and keep the party jumping. No slump and get the beats bumping. Get up and keep the party jumping. No slump and get the beats bumping. Get up and keep the party jumping. No slump and get up and keep the party jumping. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. We're gonna give you what you came here for. You're gonna get their blood pumping. Get up and get the beats bumping. Everybody move your body, everybody move your body. and keep